Alrighty then, a quick summary. 14th of April 21 for Bitcoin. As you can see, I've shorted here, shorted on the green line through here. Look, I've got a stop here, and at 1 to 1 I've got my first target, which is my second trade here. Look. My following trade, his target's much lower, he's on 43k. Now what I'm seeing here is an ending diagonal starting to play out, right? Now if you look at the price action here, so what you want to see, that you need the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then the dump, right? If you look at how this price action is playing out, because it's hard to explain without coming on the mic and showing you, but it's just going to try and keep this short and sweet but to the point. Right, so we've got the W's here, yeah, that's a bearish, sort of the W's are bearish and the M's are Gartleys and bats basically, right, and the M's tend to be bullish, don't they? But I'm trying to keep it simple on the harmonic terms. So within it, look, we've got the bearish W classic shape followed by an M where the 4 gives us the M. We've got W, M. Now we've got the W coming up for the 5. So bearish price action was inside the ending diagonal. It's a Elliott wave pattern. So that's the first thing. So I've shorted the 5th and I'm targeting, because they tend to have a decent move, the next port support, which is 43k. So I'm shorting for there. Now I can't ignore the fact that we've got an inverted head and shoulder here with a breakout candle, right? Rejection, pullback. I might face some buyers here. Some buyers could be here. We get a rejection of this neckline, then it's a breakout, pullback and a continuation. Some buyers here. That's why I've got my first target around there at 1 to 1. So I can take some of the risk off and bank some money. Right, now what we need to see for this to fail is this right shoulder to give in. Anyone buying here, they'll be very interested in this inverted head and shoulder breakout, especially at a high, and the pullback, retest and rejection for the bullish, for the bull traders. So we need this to fail for this ending diagonal to work. Now this is a smaller pattern inside a larger pattern, and we've got the M, we've got the W on the 5th, right, which is nice and bearish for us. I think the target 1 is quite a high probability, and we can bank and have some risk-free trade to run down for the further stop. Now the bullish traders that are looking to get long here from this inverted head and shoulders will have their stop under the right shoulder here. I explained this earlier on another stream, but I'm just covering it really quickly in one go. Their stops will be here, so they'll be buying here, stop here, and they might want to get 1 to 1 and move to risk-free and hold with a risk-free trade. Who knows? I don't know what they're going to do, but this is where they should have their stops. So if price does break down here and this 5th plays out in the inside, in the ending diagonal pattern, and that does play out, and price action breaks through the support of this right shoulder, this will dump this area here. This area here will be the dump. It might take 1 or 2 candles to get to 43 daily candles, purely because their stops will go ping. It create an imbalance in buyers and sellers. The bulls should lose the tug of war and the bears should be able to drive it to 50 to 43 at least. So that's a very quick summary of BTC, Bitcoin USD on the daily time frame candles with a daily ending diagonal pattern. So I hope that makes sense. If you're buying here, you have your stop here. So when this price breaks this, your stops go ping, we dump. That's the plan. Now, as you can see, I'm in a little bit of profit on them already because I started setting up at the top here on the 5th. I've got 1 take profit there, and I'm going to see what happens here on a lower time frame, possibly the H4 and 1 hour. See what price action I get there. I'll use Elliott wave and whatever I need to use, any of the disciplines that I've studied. And if I get bullish price action there, then I might choose to close out another one of these trades, because then I have 2 trades with a 1 to 1 banked. So the other 2 trades with the risk of 1 to 1 will be break even and at no risk to me to come to here. And that's what I like to do. I like to remove risk take bank profit and remove risk. So that's all. Now, as this trade plays out, I'm going to update it and keep the streams coming and bits and bobs, and we'll talk about the areas that it hits and the rejections and the price action around them when it gets there. That's all for now.